All right, happy Sunday, family. Happy Sunday. My apologies for the delay, being tardy on the video. It just took it a long time to download. I'm not tech savvy like Coach Lemon, so it just took some time. Also, just looking at the figures, somehow, guys, it seems like we scored more points than 64. I have us scoring about 69, but then again, I couldn't tell for some blind spots. Jerome, thank you so much, man, for filming. Appreciate you. Know you was into the game like everybody else. So, and that caused a lot of your excitement, caused a lot of some blind spots and that kind of thing, not moving the camera. But hey, man, not concerned with that at all because we appreciate your efforts and just appreciate you being a part of this team. Your attitude has been consistent, outstanding. That kind of stuff goes a long way in being a part of this program. So appreciate you, man. So guys, let me just start off by saying they scored 60 points, but guys, we gave up 22 points off of a combination of 14 turnovers, 14 points off turnovers, because we had 13 turnovers. They scored 14 points from that. And then we had, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We had 17 defensive mistakes, okay? 17. 12 of those 17 came in the first half. They scored 8 points in the first half off defensive mistakes. Not sure how many points they scored off defensive mistakes in the second half. But that's a total of 22 points they scored, 22 points, and not counting the second half of how many points they scored off of those defensive mistakes. But they scored 22 points off of those mishaps, turnovers, and defensive mistakes. So they scored 60, guys. They should have scored. They should have scored over. They should have scored over 40. I mean, so we can't. That's why we talk to you guys about being disciplined, staying in your gaps, making sure you get over. You just can't do that. You have to. We have to defend because that way you give points away. We gave a lot of points away. Big Matt, you had 4 defensive mistakes, and they scored 4 points off of those mistakes. Billy, you had 2 defensive mistakes, at least 2. I'm sorry, you had 3 defensive mistakes, and they scored 4 off of those. So those were 8 points off of our defensive mistakes from players. Okay? So we just can't do that. We have to do a better job moving forward and making sure we execute our assignments. So just wanted to start off with that because you can't give teams points. We gave them over 20 points. We're responsible for giving them over 20 points. Okay, even if we just say, okay, we just give them half. We'll give them 10. We'll take 10 off of 60. They have 50. Okay, they have 50. We beat them by almost 20 points because I think we had more than 64 points. I do. Because you guys look at the video and see what you count. Coach Lemon, you see what you count. But I just, something's not adding up. Okay, let's go with players individually. Lance, you had a total of 8 points. You had a total of 8 points. You had 1 rebound, 1 assist. You had 2 turnovers. You had 1 steal. Okay. DJ, you had 3 points. You were perfect from the field. I'm sorry, you were 1 for 2 from the field. You had 3 points. You had two. You had 3 rebounds. You had no assists. But you had 3 rebounds. You had 1 defensive mistake. Okay, Lance, you had 2 defensive mistakes. So, DJ, I said you had 1, but you actually had 2. You had 2 defensive mistakes, DJ. Reggie, you shot 1, 2, 3, 4. You shot 4 threes, and you made 1. You were 1 for 4 for 3 points. You have to work on your shot in the offseason. You have a good shot, but you have to work on it if you're going to shoot that kind of volume of threes and that percentage, because those are like turnovers. We can't come away with 4 possessions and only score once. Okay, we can't. In the last 2 games, you shot a total of 12 threes, and you've made 1. I'm sorry, you made 2. So, or was it 6? I'm sorry, maybe you shot 6 threes last time. So that's 10 threes that you shot, and you are 2 for 10 from 3-point land. So somewhere around there, you just have to work on your shot. You have a good shot, Reggie, but you have to work on shooting good ones. That's all. Don't mind you shooting threes, but you can't, you're taking that volume, you got to shoot better clip. That's anywhere. I don't care if it's in the NBA. They're not going to let guys who shoot 25% from the 3-point line shoot that much. The defense will. They want those guys to shoot, okay, so they can get the rebound. It's like a turnover. All right, Eminem, you scored 1 point. You had 3 turnovers. You had 2 defensive mistakes. 2 of your turnovers led to points of 4 points. And that was in limited minutes. You didn't play that many minutes. Some of these things may be hard for you guys to hear, but it's called feedback. And feedback is how we get better. We have to tell the truth, even when it hurts, so guys can get better. Okay, we have to get better. We're trying to get you guys ready. All right, because nobody else did. Nobody else got you ready. Okay, all these years, nobody did. So we got to play catch up, and you guys got to stay with the system. Stay away from people who didn't help you in the past. That's just a recommendation, man, if you want to get better. Billy, you had 1 point. You had 2 rebounds. You had 1 assist, and you had 2 defensive mistakes. As I said earlier, both those mistakes led to points for them. Where you came up, and you actually was responsible for allowing the guy to get a rebound, offensive rebound, and scoring. So it's really 3 defensive mistakes for you. But you stepped up too long, up and high. You weren't low, and you just ran from your man to stop a guy who was further away from the basket. Dump it to your man to get an easy layup. You did that twice. That's all. We got to work with you on that. You got to get better, but we tell you to stay low. If you stay low, you can jab and come up back and forth defensively and guard too. Got to teach you how to do that. You got to work on that. Big Matt, you shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You shot 5 threes, and I got you down for making 3 of them. Again, I could be wrong, but I thought you made 3. You shot 5, but I thought you made 3, which is great. I mean, that's 60%. That's 9 points for you. That's what you scored. I got you at 9. Again, you guys can do the math as well, but you had 3 rebounds. You had 3 assists. You had 3 turnovers. Okay, can't have 3 turnovers. You had 2 like right in a row. and you had 4 defensive mistakes. Again, they scored 4 points off 2 of those. Guys, if we learn how to limit that, that's basketball. It's about the final score, and we can't give to the other team. And this is how we practice. This is what we train you guys to do. This is what we're teaching you. It's more than just shooting the ball and, doing somebody up and breaking their ankles and all that kind of stuff. Guys, it's just plain simple discipline basketball. It's about winning. What do we do to win? Where we minimize these mistakes, where we shoot ourselves in the foot, where we don't have to. We minimize that. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to minimize. Amari, Jonathan, you had 21 points, 12 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. You had 3 assists. You had 4 steals, okay, and you had 2 defensive mistakes. So a heck of a game. You in 2 games, Jonathan. You had 43 points, 28 rebounds, like 8 steals, 10 steals, something like that. That's crazy. So a heck of a game for you. Come back and just be dominant. They had a guy that was being dominant. We had 2 guys. Okay, you, and now I'm talking about Amari. Amari, I saw this in you just a few practices after you came and joined the team. I told you guys, I've seen so many players, man. Me and Coach Lemon, we've seen so many players in our careers here doing basketball. Ain't nothing we ain't seen. So I told you, Amari, told you what you had in you. You was coming to those workouts with me, putting those shots up. I told you then, I was telling you, you got to believe, you got to get mature about your game, because that's going to impact your confidence, man. I said, just go out and play, man. Stop thinking and, get serious, get mature about your game. Well, you came to play. First half, you had 6. Second half, you had 16. In the second half, 16 points, dude. You had 1 turnover. Okay, you had 2 rebounds. You had 1 defensive mistake. So really, really top level game from you, Amari. And we needed it. If you don't bring that, big time players play big in big games, guys. When you get in a big game, the players that step up, they're your big time players. I don't make these definitions up. Coach Lemon don't make these definitions up. It's just the way it is. Big time players play big in big games. And that's not just scoring, right? They just come to play. They compete, And Amari, you came to play, If you didn't do that, Jonathan would have needed to score 40, but he didn't have to score 40. He's playing the whole entire game, so he's tired. You got to have other guys step up. He's a willing passer, but all of his points and shots come from downneath. I don't think he shot 1 3, maybe 2, and he hit 1. Okay, he might have just shot 1 3. I don't know. I don't recall him shooting more than 1, maybe 2, but he made 1. But all of his buckets, all of his shot attempts, he shot 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure if you don't think you missed a shot in the first half. Second half, you shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You shot 8 times in the second half, and you scored on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 for 8 in the second half. 1 3 out of those 5 shots. So 4 of your shots were underneath. Where anybody gets the ball, we're supposed to be going up. We don't pass. And then in the first half, I think you shot 100%, 4 for 4, all underneath the bat, right in that area of the basket, 4 to 5 feet from the basket. So you shot 12 shots. You scored 21 points off 12 shots. That's efficient. Because you were 9 for 12. 9 for 12. 9 for 12. One of those shot, you made 2 free throws. But one of those shots you made was 3 points. So that's 20 points plus your 2 free throws. I mean, that's 19 points. I'm sorry. That's 19 points plus your 2 free throws. That's 21. So heck of a job, heck of a game. Amari again, heck of a game. But big Matt, big threes down the stretch. Just got to cut out on the turnovers, man. And you need more than 3 rebounds. Okay, you got to have at least 7 rebounds a game, no less. Had you done that, because two of those mistakes we had, offensive rebounds, guys, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 6 offensive rebounds. 2 of those offensive rebounds, they took right out of your hands, Big Matt. You had it, you counted for a rebound, and then it's counted for a turnover. Because they took it right out of your hand in the first half. In the second half. In the first half. It just took it out of your hands, man. That's why you had 3 turnovers. It's one reason why you had so many turnovers, because 2 of those were, you got the rebound, they got it too, but you got it, and they took it right out of your hands, and they scored twice. Those kind of points we gave them. We can't give a team. We're just too good. We can't do that. That's not on them. That's us. All right? So, but other than that, man, you came up big. You're a 3-point shooter. You are. When you're ready, your head is right, you'll shoot 3 out of 5. You shoot 5, you're going to make 3. We've seen that. So we know that already. And Coach and I know that. So you stepped up big. If we don't get those 9 points from you, we don't win. It's just that simple. We do not win the game. Okay? We just don't. All right? So, guys, great job. I'm going to add the videos, first half and second half. The second half, somehow it came out sideways. So what I did was I just turned my computer so I can see it the right way. And it came out really well that way. First half was, other than that sideways, first half was better than the second half. But again, we appreciate Jerome. So don't put this on Jerome, please. Just be thankful. All right. Have a great Sunday, guys. Also, put this on your calendar. Next Saturday really owes 3 o'clock. Next Saturday it really owes 3 o'clock. I'm going to add something to the chat in regards to off-season work. All right, man. Love you guys. Great season, man. 15-9. Our first 12 games, which is half of 24, played 24 games. Half of 24 is 12. Our first 12 games, you guys were 5-7. Our next 12 games, the remaining 12 games, 10-2. Could have easily been 11-1, the Bloom game. Okay? Coach and I, we could have easily just won that game. We wanted to win it, but no, we had to teach you guys a lesson. Stay disciplined. That's why development is hard, because you got to lose when you hate it. But when the most important priority is teaching, then it's easy, But again, 10-2, last 12 games. You guys grew, you developed, you're ready. Now we got to get to the off season, and like I said, I'm going to talk more about that in the chat. I love you guys. Have a great Sunday.